Away from the cities, away from the sprawl, away from the people, away from it all, is Guangxi, China, a place, well, I can't describe it all. This journey started like any other, not with a summit or a sunrise or that killer money shot, but with a taxi, a plane, and another taxi. The day after the day before, I found myself in a hostel room in Guilin, a city that appears at first glance no different to any other in China. Our first stop, Guilin, is pleasant enough. The beautiful karst mountains make it one of the nicest cities I've ever seen. But at the end of the day, it's still a city, and I came here to see some nature. At the end of a long, winding road, up steps and steps and steps, past chickens and dogs and friendly people, lies the sleepy farming village of Dajai in Longji County, an area famous for its ancient rice terraces that are carved into the steep mountainsides. That was such a slog. I'm tired, I'm sweaty, but we've made it to our guest house and it's beautiful. The surroundings are amazing, but unfortunately it's raining, so we're gonna just chill here for a bit. Gonna get up for sunrise and fingers crossed it'll have stopped raining so we can see some amazing views. Oh man, got up at 5 AM, 5:15, and it's absolutely pissing it down. So I don't think we're gonna go and hike sunrise because it's dark and it's gonna be really slippery and dangerous. For the rest of the day, it rained and rained and rained. The paths that led in all directions out of the town were too treacherous to hike on, so we spent our time holed up in our room and wandered around the village in search of food and entertainment. We tried our best not to wallow in disappointment, but rather get out there and embrace the wet, much like the locals. And talking of locals, we received an incredibly warm welcome from the villagers, both animal and human. Well, there are worse places to be stuck than this village. The locals belong to the ethnic Red Yao minority group. Their dress, their food, the way they build their houses are unlike anything I've seen before. This is a local dish which is bamboo rice. It's a bit of bamboo stuffed with rice and vegetables and smoked on a barbecue for hours. I'm really excited to taste it. It looks amazing. Let's have a try. Oh, it's very sticky. It's really sticky, and you can taste the smoky barbecue flavour, but it's not too intense. It's quite a light flavour. Perhaps this is the reality of travel in the 21st century. We put so much pressure on ourselves to make the most out of any trip. When I look back on our time in Longji, sure, I was disappointed that we didn't catch a killer sunrise over the rice terraces. But I leave enriched with memories of heartfelt hospitality and meaningful interactions with local people. Hopefully, we will have more luck in our next destination. Our next stop is deemed so beautiful that not only is it woven into the souls of the Chinese nation, but can be found crumpled up and stuffed into the pockets of more than 1 billion people.
First impressions of Yangshuo is a little bit mixed. Whilst it's surrounded by these beautiful big mountains, and a hostel is like the nicest I've ever stayed in. It's even got a pool. Downtown, however, leaves a lot to be desired. I'm here in the day, so I can only imagine what it's like in the evening. But that's not why I'm here. So let's hop on some bikes and find some of that beautiful scenery I've heard so much about.
If travel is like a book, then it is not the front cover or the first few chapters, or even the final act that counts. It's the adventure that happens along the way. And in Yangshuo, there are plenty of adventures to be had. We traipsed through forests, rushed across rivers, and stumbled up mountains. But we never did find the view from the back of the 20 yuan note. After several rain-soaked days, we were all packed up and ready to go. With mere hours left before our train, we heard rumours that a nearby riverside town had the view that we had been looking for. In one last roll of the dice, we saddled up, jumped in a taxi, and sped off towards Xingping, a tiny town of quaint streets, charming houses, and for us, an all too familiar welcome. If our time in Guangxi had taught us one thing, it was that not everything goes to plan. But eventually, we did find that view we had been searching so hard for. And what a view it was. I've spent the last couple of years getting to know China and discovering just how diverse this land is. But in the lush valleys and pointy peaks of Yangshuo and Longji, I have finally found the China I feel like I've known since I was a little girl. The China from books and paintings.